Most men don't realize it, but the root of their weakness isn't external. It's internal. It's not their boss, not their girlfriend, not bad luck. It's depletion. When your sexual energy is constantly being wasted, you become hollow. Your drive fades. Your focus weakens. Your willpower disappears. Have you ever noticed how different you feel after releasing? That sense of calm quickly turns into laziness. Your mind gets foggy, and suddenly, small challenges feel overwhelming. That's not coincidence. That's energy loss. And here's where it gets worse. This depletion doesn't just affect you. It changes the dynamic of your relationships. Because whether you realize it or not, women feel your energy. When your masculine core is weak, she instinctively steps into the dominant role, and you become the follower. Not because she wants to, but because nature demands polarity. If the man loses his power, the woman has to take control. That's how so many modern relationships fall apart. Not from drama or cheating, but from a quiet reversal of energy. Look around next time you're out, in the grocery store, at the mall, walking down the street. You can see it. Couples where the woman leads and the man just follows behind. Head down, phone out, no presence, no authority, no spark. She's ordering. He's obeying. She's talking. He's nodding. You don't even have to hear them. You can feel who's in charge. And here's the truth that stings. A lot of men stay in relationships not because of love, but because of sexual dependency. They're addicted to their release. They'll tolerate disrespect, emotional distance, even humiliation, as long as they get that fix. But that's not love. That's addiction. And addiction always leads to weakness. When you're enslaved by lust, you lose your self-respect, and the people around you feel it, especially your woman. Because nothing kills attraction faster than a man who can't control himself. I used to be that guy. Back when I didn't understand the power of retention, I would release often, thinking it was normal, healthy, relieving stress. But every time I did, I noticed something strange. My woman became more confident, more dominant, almost like she was the man in the relationship. She'd say things she'd never said before. She'd challenge me more, and I didn't realize it at first, but she was absorbing my masculine energy. See, women are energetic mirrors. When you release, she takes in your essence, and with it, your power. That's why after a while, she starts leading. Not because she wants to, but because nature fills the void you left. Even though I was still lifting, working out, doing manly things, I could feel the difference inside. I had lost my edge. You ever catch yourself doing something weak and instantly regret it? Maybe you bit your tongue instead of speaking your truth. Maybe you hesitated to make a decision. Maybe you acted extra nice to avoid conflict. And right after, your mind goes, "Damn, why did I do that?" That's the voice of your masculine self, the part of you that knows you're acting beneath your potential. But when your energy is depleted, you can't fight that weakness. You see it happening, but you let it happen anyway. Because sexual energy isn't just about libido. It's about life force. When it's gone, your confidence, assertiveness, and clarity go with it. You overthink, you doubt, you hesitate. And once that hesitation sets in, you stop leading. That's when relationships crumble. Because a woman doesn't want a man who's always asking for permission. She wants a man who knows. You can't fake masculine energy. You can read all the books, listen to all the red pill podcasts. But if you keep spilling your energy, you'll always feel off balance. When I started practicing retention seriously, everything changed. I didn't become a different man overnight, but I started feeling like the man I always knew I could be. My posture changed, my voice deepened, my focus sharpened, and the biggest shift, my woman's behavior. She became softer, more feminine, more loving, not because I demanded it, but because my energy demanded it. That's the real secret. You don't have to force dominance. You become dominant by embodying control. That's the kind of power retention gives you. Now, let's be clear. Retention isn't about controlling women or playing mind games. It's about aligning with nature. Every sexual exchange carries energy. It's communication without words. Your body, her body, your essence, her essence. And the universe doesn't care about labels. It doesn't see girlfriend or wife. It only feels the frequency between two people. That's why your connection changes based on how you manage your energy. If you release often, your frequency drops. If you retain, your frequency rises, and hers rises with you. That's real spiritual connection. It's not just emotional, it's energetic. When you lead from that space, you elevate not just yourself, but the woman beside you. Let's go deeper. Biologically and energetically, every time you release, your body recognizes it as a creation signal. From a natural standpoint, your system believes it's fulfilled its purpose, to reproduce. But when you release constantly, especially without purpose or pregnancy, your body starts to lose its vitality. And here's what's wild. Her body feels that too. On an instinctual level, her womb senses whether your seed is powerful or depleted. When you keep releasing without creation, her subconscious registers that you're not virile anymore. You're not a potential creator. So what happens? She starts losing attraction, not because she's shallow, but because her biology is no longer magnetized to you. That's why so many modern relationships fall apart. Men are overindulging in sex, numbing their spirit with porn, and constantly emptying their seed. The polarity dies. The connection dies. The respect dies. Retention reverses that. When you start retaining, you'll notice subtle and then powerful shifts. Your thoughts become clearer. Your drive returns. You start walking taller, speaking firmer, thinking deeper. Your woman, or even women in general, start responding differently. They sense your vitality. They feel your fertility. They're drawn to it, even if they can't explain why. Because on a primal level, a retained man represents life, creation, and potential. Spiritually, that same energy starts working for you instead of against you. It fuels your creativity, your mission, your growth. You stop chasing and start attracting. Even in sex, when practiced with awareness, retention keeps your connection deep and harmonious. You're no longer trying to take something from her. You're sharing energy without losing yourself. That's real mastery. At the end of the day, simp behavior is born from one thing: depletion. When you're drained, you become desperate. You start seeking validation instead of commanding respect. You beg for love instead of embodying it. You follow instead of lead. But when you retain, you rebuild your masculine polarity. You rewire your nervous system for discipline. You stop chasing comfort and start embracing challenge. Retention teaches you patience, clarity, and control, the same qualities that define every great man throughout history. Because when you master your energy, you master your life. Your purpose sharpens, your presence grows, and your woman, or the world around you, feels it. So ask yourself this: do you want to keep living drained, distracted, and dependent? Or do you want to walk through life charged, calm, and in control? The choice is yours. Retention builds power. Relapse makes you a simp. Choose your path wisely. So guard your energy, build your discipline, and watch how fast the world starts respecting you again. Because once you hold your seed, you hold your kingdom. This is Beyond Average. Stay strong, stay disciplined, and never settle for less.